How hard is it to fly a ship?
You look up to the building, and there's a large giant flying it. It is not entirely. It would be quite a feat of strength, but given enough luck, you can certainly try to see how you are at ship fairing. You know that Bramble knows how to tie a knot.
Yeah. Garindan really wants to get the giant into the fight.
Okay.
And he wants to do whatever he can to kind of. Now I don't know if flight has increased his movement. If he could get up there.
Yes, it has. Mm-hmm.
So if you could get up there and have a word with him.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I think that's his best move. He's not going to fight.
Never having experienced the sensation of flight, for the moment you have to bypass the feelings that you're experiencing, but you just quickly launch up and you are summoned to the top of the ship. And you see Olag in there just cursing at giant, and he's holding back the helm and he's giving out orders. And he's looking down, trying to see if Vanity is making any headway. And then as the ship begins to tear, you see for a moment he releases his grip on the helm. And the ship reels over to the right. You grab on white knuckle to the side, and your feet are like flying in the air. And you come back down a right, and you are conveniently on top of a table. So you're about eye to eye with the giant at this moment. Given your tall stature, he seems pretty preoccupied, so you have a brief moment to garner his attention.
Hey, you crazy man. Your ship is going to fail if you don't help out.
An explosion takes place, and the acid just tears through the line. Someone falls through the cracks to the second level, and ice begins bursting forth from a refrigerated section below. He looks at you and says, "You are pretty smart for a dwarf." And he does a tumble backflip over the side, landing on the ground right next to Vanity. He beats at his chest, pulls out his warhammer, and prepares to smack the copper dragon off the ship, sending the cultists dying below. Garindan, it has worked. Bottom of the round, Vanity uses her cold breath, so I need the only one that really concerns right now, Felthran. You need to make a Constitution save, please. Okay, that is actually right on the money. So you only take 24 points of cold damage. As you roar, your hands up in the air, you feel that blast of cold, frigid air hit over you, and you just take it. Your skin begins to peel off back and forth, and as it blasts this copper dragon, she takes quite a big hit. Freezing in her face, a couple of the cultists just turn into blocks of ice and plummet to the ground. It is now Olag's turn. Interesting change of events. Olag then takes his warhammer. He's going to make an attack against the dragon. We're going to let the dice decide. Oof. It's going to be a weak hit. So he smashes it aside and it bangs it against the ship. With a 4 plus his proficiency, he only does partial damage to the dragon. That's not enough to knock her down. She hangs on for this third round, in which she uses her legendary action and she smashes the side of the ship with her tail. So now everyone go ahead and make, let's do a strength saving throw.
Yes.
All right. Good job. So, okay. I mean, I can't hear anybody. What's going on? All right. So we got, so 20 something, 17. Garindan, you rolled low.
Yeah.
But you have fly cast on you. So Everyone else, the ship begins to turn to the side, and you feel yourself sliding forward. But there are various pieces of rock and stone and fixed items that have been sealed into the ship that you can hang on to. Meanwhile, people are flying out of the ship. You hear one by one the 10 souls begin hitting up against the door as they are locked inside. The guard plummets to his death. Walid Modar he goes towards a broken entry, and his red robes flying back in the wind as he moves forward in strength. His feet lift up, and his cape begins flying out like a superhero in the wind. He grabs hold of one of the poles and looks back at you, Garindan. He gives a wink, and he flies out of the ship. Felthran, you are one cold bear.
Yeah. Oh boy. Felthran's going. Does Felthran see Garindan lead? No, Garindan's flying. He can see that Garindan flew, right? Or no?
I feel like too much is going on.
Okay.
I don't think you actually know that right now.
All right. Felthran's going to move over by Hay, which I think is about half of his movement.
Okay.
He's going to turn back into Felthran.
Okay.
And he's going
Just in
to
case
say,
Hay was confused.
what's that?
Just in case Hay was confused.
No, so he can communicate.
Okay.
He's going to say, hey, can you tell that dragon that there's 14 of us here that need to be saved, and we're on his side? He's a good one, right?
They're supposed to be. I don't understand what's going on here.
These are bad guys. We're trying to stop them, but that dragon is going to kill us all.
Why is it attacking?
Because these are bad guys.
Okay. Why are you with them?
Because we're trying to stop them.
Okay.
Because they're bad guys.
Well, what about this one? And I jerk my thumb over at the white dragon.
He's dumb.
I'm so confused. I'll try.
Okay.
I figure that's probably 6 seconds.
That was definitely 6 seconds. Felthran, it would be a high risk, high reward if you want to do any actions beyond that.
Play a game of rock, paper, scissors.
Felthran's going to there's no action. He's just gonna put his hand on Hayes' shoulder and smile at him. Ha ha!
Explosions go off back and forth, bits of ice go flying back and forth, and we see a brief, simple, peaceful moment in which a dwarf and a man are reunited after a while, picking up conversation as if they had not been left apart. Bramble.
All
the
right.
attention turns towards you.
Bramble is going to, all right, he's just seen Walid fly off.
Indeed.
And you said the guard in front of the door is gone now, right?
Yep.
He is going to do everything he can to get in the door.
Okay.
Break it down, open it, whatever it takes. I don't know if it was locked in some way.
It's a bit of a struggle, and we see you acting very quickly in the past. You've come up with these great tactical moves, and your fingers move deftly. You quickly, without even thinking, as your body is moving faster than your mind, the door clicks open, and you see the souls begin rubbing their eyes. They begin looking around, men, women, looking around at each other, and they just scream when they see you. What is going on? They hold to the side as the ship moves back and forth.
Bramble's going to put on his best convincing voice and say, "We're summoning Tiamat now. Who wants to be first?" And he will take aim and shoot at whoever raises their hand.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, make a I'll say persuasion or deception.
Okay.
Hey, Felix, it's good that Felthran's on the other side of the ship.
Door's closed too.
It's a 20 for deception.
Yeah. So I would say 5 people initially step forward and say, please, please, she has chosen me. And they push each other out of the way, lining up towards you.
All right. And I'll take a shot.
I mean, easy. Easy down. You drop 5 of them instantly. Just they fall to the ground. And left before you are the other 5 who are kind of leaning back, not sure entirely what just happened, just trying to stay balanced. The eyes turn towards you, Bramble.
You will be greatly rewarded for your service. That's all we need for now. I may be back later. And he'll take a step out and close the door.
Garindan, the intention turns towards you. You were at the top of the helm. This giant-sized steering wheel is quite a feat. What would you like to do?
How's he faring holding this thing?
It's going to be a struggle, but I'm kind of trying to. I'm letting you tell me what you're going to do first.
Okay.
I mean, if you
man, and did he witness anything that Bramble just did?
no. Oh, you can
okay.
also fly too, so you have a little advantage on height. Interestingly enough.
Very true. Oh man.
Let me just put those 5 people in their trash.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ooh. I think if he starts to struggle, he wants to like bless himself to add some strength.